Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my top 5 weapons in Arcane Odyssey. Just a disclaimer, every weapon will have its own tier. For example, guys, if I do choose a katana, then that does include the Katana saber. If I choose a great sword, that does include the sunken sword. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get right into it. At number 5 is going to be the great sword, specifically the Ravenna great sword. The reason for this is because the moves can only be used by warriors. If you are a warrior, this is definitely the best weapon to be using in the game. It is overall an amazing weapon, but here are the stats. 15 base damage. That is already a disadvantage compared to other weapons like the Lion's Halberd, the Lance of Loyalty, the Scimitars of Storm, and the Noble Thunder Spear. 1 attack size, that is basically the same for all weapons unless you get bursting, which gives you an AoE boost. And then 0.4 speed, which is also less than average. So unless you are running warrior, then this weapon is very unoptimal, and I am taking that into account when making this list. I would give this weapon a low A tier. At number 4, I have the classic sword. The reason this sword is not higher than usual is because there's very minimal options. Basically, the only classic swords in the game are the sunken sword and the classic sword, and the classic sword is really just not good, and the sunken sword can only be used with certain classes. The stats on this weapon are 25 base damage, 1 attack size, and 0.3 speed. So overall it is a pretty solid weapon, but that is only for the sunken sword, which is really rare to get, so most people can't even use this, which is why the sword goes at number 4 and is a mid A tier weapon. At number 3 is going to have to be the silent blades. The reason that the silent blades are this high on the list is because that they are very amazing in terms of attack speed and also the damage. For example, guys, the Katana saber does 15 damage with 0.3 speed. This one does 15 damage with 0.1 speed with the same attack size. So when you go up for those M1s, you're going to be getting a lot more damage per second. The moves on this weapon are also pretty insane. Check this out. The stats on this weapon are 15 damage, 1 attack size, and 0.1 speed. That amazing speed makes up for the 10 less damage. Make sure you upgrade this weapon with strong or swift when you do get it. This weapon gets a low S tier. And number 2 is going to come in the dual swords. This does include the Scimitars of Storm. The reason that these are high on the list is that they can be used by most classes except for vitality based classes and strength based classes. Even magic based classes can use this as long as they are running Conjurer. Basically, if you are running a 150 weapon Conjurer, this is going to be the best weapon in the game to use. The stats on this weapon are 25 base damage, 1.1 attack size, and 0.3 speed, making it, in my opinion, the second best weapon in Arcane Odyssey right now. At the number 1 spot, we actually have the Katana. This does include the Katana saber. Now I know what you guys are thinking, the Katana saber isn't that good. Yeah, well, it can be used by the Knight, which is vitality weapons, Warrior, which is all weapons, Conjurer, which is weapons magic, and also straight up Warrior, which is full weapons. This weapon's stats are 15 base damage, 1 attack size, and 0.3 speed. This weapon is going to be great if you are a Conjurer or a Warrior. Just make sure you're running a high enough weapon level if you are running Conjurer. This weapon is, in my opinion, the best weapon in the game because of its counterpart, which is actually the Katana, which in my opinion, up until level about 110, is the best weapon in the game, until you get to that maxed out level where you're basically only grinding for weapons. This gives this weapon a high S tier. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It did take me a long time to edit and make this video, so if you guys could actually go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, that would mean the world to me. My Discord server where I give away tons of stuff is in the description, and that is all for me. Peace out.